What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV. Max was right. Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspur 2, Manchester United 2. Marlon, talk us through that game.
First half, we were the same as we were on Sunday. Man United were at walking pace. It was just, I don't even want to talk about it. It was that bad. It just summed up this club right now. Second half, positives. I'm going to have to give him credit where credit's due. Mason, substitutions, timings of them, bringing them on, brilliant. Up until that last one.
Yeah.
We just got on top. Man United had a couple more chances in the second half, but we were on top. We had them on the back foot. You could see a third, and he's completely gone for the 2-2 draw.
Yeah.
Considering we probably won't get anything from Anfield, we probably needed the 3 points tonight.
Yeah.
But it's a weird one. No, it's substitute like Mason. Mason's done well. I have to give him credit where credit's due. I didn't really want him. I don't think he's great, but he's got us out of jail. Putting Romero at right back, Ben Davis on the left, and Dyer and Longley in the middle worked. Meant that Juma could play up top, and it just all clicked, and then better second half, but not a second half that I'd go shouting about.
No, look, so is it... look, for me, I think you're right. We got lucky in that first half. Fraser forced to keep us in the game.
Yeah.
And then second half, like you said, up until that final substitution, everything was going perfectly. Okay, 2-0 down. We got back to 2-2, and then, like you say, the disappointment, let's just say, from that substitution where we were kind of on top, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were in the game. We had more ascendancy.
Yep.
The momentum was with us, and it almost killed the momentum with that substitution.
It all changed when when Eriksen came off.
Yeah.
When Fred came on and Eriksen came off, suddenly the game was in our favour, and our substitutions. When he reacted to that sub. And bringing on Danjuma, bringing on Ben Davis, it worked. I just can't see why he's then gone and changed it with 4 or 5 minutes to go. I'll be totally honest. If we lost 3-2, I don't think anyone would have cared. It wasn't.
No,
he didn't have to.
They
take
wouldn't
the
have
draw.
done. They wouldn't have cared
because
if
that
we'd lost.
second half and his substitutions was so spot on. Everyone would have gone. Actually, Mason's done well there, and he just didn't need to do it. But I think that's what the disappointment is. But he needs to be given credit as well, because the second half, I don't know what he said at halftime, if he did say anything, but he's gotten playing in that second half. So credit where credit's due.
Look, we asked for a reaction from the players. We didn't see it for that first 45 minutes. But all in all, I think probably as a game as a whole, I think probably a draw was probably a fair result. I don't think United did enough to win it. We certainly didn't.
Not in that second half.
We certainly didn't. Yeah, first half they could have been out of sight. They didn't, and should have been out of sight. And that's the difference, right? You saw in other games. You saw like your Manchester City when we went 2-0 up, and then they came back and won 4-2 at the Etihad. You saw how clinical they were, and they just kept going. Once they got 1, they got 2, then they got 3, then they got 4. And we're just not clinical enough. I mean, look, it's a point gained, I would say, rather than 2 points dropped.
Yeah.
It stops the rot from the last, 3 losses on the bounce. Wouldn't go well going to Anfield. United, I guess it'll be interesting to hear what Ten Hag has to say afterwards, because for me, they probably threw that away. Not only with their, I think they came out, maybe there was it's only Tottenham guys. They got a little bit complacent and thought that was how it was. But it just turned on its knife edge. Obviously, Porro, this is why I say Porro should be on that right wing. He shouldn't be at right wing back. He's better on that right wing. He's better attacking. He was awful defending. That first goal, him and Romero were at 6s and 7s. No one knew what needed to be done. And it was just crazy. Then obviously Rashford was banging on the door. And then there was only one option there, that ball over the top. Rashford and Dyer, there was only one winner, and Forster guessed he was going across. He guessed wrong, and it was 2-0.
I think, look, let's look at it this way. We're sitting here disappointed because we got the draw, which is a positive considering where we've been in the last couple of weeks. And I think all of us are probably, all Spurs fans right now will probably look at that game and go, how the fuck have we drawn that? If he just kept it going, we could have taken all 3 points. But we've got a point. It stops the rot, I suppose. Yeah, we've got to go to Anfield, another place that we don't generally do well on Sunday. So he's probably looking at, I don't want to go into that game with another defeat because you saw what they did to Leeds. And it would just be an annihilation.
Yeah, an absolute annihilation. Look, I think, you know, some of the comments, how can you stop playing after coming back to 2-2? United were rattled and the win was there to be had.
Yeah.
Back up to 5th, yeah. Tottenham are back up to 5th, Carl, with that draw. They are level on points with Aston Villa, having played the same amount of games, but with a +2 goal difference over them, 7 +7 to +5. Liverpool are the ones, though. They are, they are 1 point behind us with a game in hand. Obviously, we go to Anfield on Sunday. Brighton are 5 points behind us. They have 3 games in hand. It's going to be, look, there's going to be some twists and turns at both the top and the bottom. Obviously, we know what happened yesterday. Man City it's theirs to lose now. Newcastle took a massive, it's helped Newcastle now. Newcastle 32 games, 62 points. United are 2 points behind with a game in hand. So, yeah, I'm not saying that, I think, look, Man United are 6 points ahead of us. They've got 2 games in hand. It could be worse, I guess. They could be, they could be 8 ahead of us with 3 games in hand, 2 games in hand. But look, I think for us, we've just got to try and go up to Liverpool on Sunday and put in a performance. I'm really worried because we know the Liverpool that play away from home is not the Liverpool that play at home. And if they turn up like they turn up against Man United and beat them 7-0,
we could be in for a long afternoon.
And it could be another refund for those away supporters. But hey, you never know. You never know what's going to happen. Look, we go again. There is 5 games left of this season. We need to try and do as much as possible. I think the big thing for me is that the fans have been united. The protests happened today. Levy Out was heard loud on the TV. There was the black balloons. There was purple and gold, from all of you people in the chat. Purple and gold until Tottenham are sold. We will have the post-match fan show coming up. The link will be in the community section. So come on and have your say. It'd be great to hear from people that were at the game. Obviously, big up to everyone that's gone over and liked and subscribed to Marlon's channel, A View from a South Stand TV. The link is still there, so if you haven't, please click on it and go over there and subscribe. It'll be great to get him closer to that 1,000. Marlon, any closing thoughts?
Mason in. Leave me out.
Big up, everybody. Yes, as I said, join us on the post-match fan show. Like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, come on, you Spurs.